Up one morning feeling just a little off, nothing dramatic, just a vague discomfort in your stomach. Maybe you brush it off as something you ate, or maybe it's just age catching up. Now, picture this. That small, nagging feeling is actually your body sending you a warning. For thousands of people every year, these subtle signs are the first whispers of pancreatic cancer, one of the most insidious diseases we face. Too often, those whispers get ignored, shrugged off, or lost in the shuffle of daily life. But what if I told you that recognizing the earliest symptoms could mean the difference between life and death? Today, we're diving deep into the 8 early symptoms of pancreatic cancer, warning signs that doctors say you must not ignore. Stay with me, because understanding these signs might just save your life, or the life of someone you love. Pancreatic cancer is known as the silent killer for a reason. It creeps in quietly, without the dramatic symptoms that other cancers might bring. By the time most people notice something is wrong, the disease has often advanced. That's what makes this conversation so critical, especially for folks like me, men and women over 60. We've lived long enough to know our bodies, and sometimes that means we're too quick to dismiss changes as just getting older. But today, I want you to listen to your body in a new way. I want you to pay attention. Because if you catch these signs early, you might just give yourself a fighting chance. So let's get started. The first symptom on our list is abdominal pain or discomfort. Now, we all get stomach aches from time to time. Maybe it's indigestion, maybe it's gas, or maybe it's that second helping of pie at Thanksgiving. But pancreatic cancer pain is different. It's a persistent, dull ache that can radiate from your upper abdomen to your back. It doesn't go away with antacids or rest. In fact, it might get worse when you're lying down or after you eat. For me, I remember my uncle mentioning a nagging pain in his back for weeks before he was diagnosed. He'd sit at the kitchen table, shifting in his chair, rubbing his back and saying, "It's nothing, just getting old." But it wasn't nothing. If you notice a new kind of pain in your abdomen or back that just won't quit, take it seriously. Reach out to your doctor. It might be nothing, but it might be everything. Next up is unexplained weight loss. If you're over 60, you know how hard it is to keep those pounds off. Most of us spend years fighting the battle of the bulge. But if the weight starts melting away without you trying, if you're losing pounds without changing your diet or exercise routine, pay attention. Pancreatic cancer can interfere with your digestion, making it harder for your body to absorb nutrients. You might notice your clothes getting looser, your belt needing a new notch, or friends commenting on your slimmer appearance. It's easy to chalk it up to stress or aging, but sudden, unexplained weight loss is a big red flag. Don't ignore it. The third warning sign is jaundice. You might think jaundice is something that only affects newborns, but it can happen to adults too, especially those with pancreatic issues. Jaundice is when your skin and the whites of your eyes turn yellow. It happens because the tumor in your pancreas blocks the bile duct, causing a buildup of bilirubin in your body. Sometimes it starts with a subtle yellow tinge, or you might notice your urine turning dark and your stools becoming pale. If you look in the mirror and notice your skin or eyes looking yellowish, don't wait. Call your doctor immediately. Jaundice is a symptom that should never be ignored. Number 4 is loss of appetite, or feeling full quickly. I've always been a man who loves his food, a hearty breakfast, a good steak, maybe a slice of pie for dessert. But when your pancreas isn't working right, your appetite can vanish. You might feel full after just a few bites, or lose interest in foods you used to love. This can go hand in hand with weight loss, but the real danger is in how easily we dismiss it. "I guess I'm just not hungry today," we tell ourselves. Or, "I'm getting older, my appetite isn't what it used to be." But a persistent change in appetite, especially if it lasts for weeks, is something your doctor needs to know about. The fifth early symptom is new-onset diabetes, or blood sugar changes. The pancreas is responsible for producing insulin, which regulates your blood sugar. If a tumor starts messing with this system, you might develop diabetes seemingly out of nowhere. Maybe you've never had blood sugar issues before, but now you're thirsty all the time, urinating more frequently, or feeling unusually tired. Sometimes, folks who already have diabetes notice it's suddenly harder to control. Blood sugar levels spike or drop without explanation. If this sounds familiar, don't just rely on your medications to fix it, get checked out. It could be your body's way of sounding the alarm. Symptom number 6 is digestive problems. The pancreas helps your body digest fats and proteins. When it's not working properly, you might notice changes in your bowel habits. Maybe your stools become greasy, pale, or float in the toilet. You might have more gas, bloating, or diarrhea than usual. These symptoms are easy to ignore or blame on something you ate, but persistent digestive issues deserve a closer look. If you're embarrassed to talk about it, remember, your doctor has heard it all. Don't let discomfort or pride keep you from getting the help you need. Number 7 is fatigue. We all get tired, especially as we get older. Maybe it's from working too hard, not sleeping enough, or chasing grandkids around the house. But pancreatic cancer can cause a deep, persistent fatigue that doesn't get better with rest. It's the kind of tired that makes it hard to get out of bed, hard to do the things you love, hard to find joy in everyday activities. If you find yourself struggling to keep up with life, feeling wiped out for no real reason, don't just chalk it up to aging. Fatigue can be a symptom of many things, but when combined with other signs on this list, it's a warning you shouldn't ignore. Finally, the 8th symptom is depression or changes in mood. This one surprised me when I first learned about it. We don't often think of cancer affecting our emotions, but the pancreas plays a role in regulating certain hormones. Sometimes, people with pancreatic cancer experience depression, anxiety, or mood swings before any physical symptoms appear. You might feel down, lose interest in activities you once enjoyed, or struggle with anxiety for no reason. If you notice a persistent change in your mood, and especially if it comes with any of the other symptoms we've talked about today, don't hesitate to speak up. Mental health is just as important as physical health, and both deserve attention.
Now, I know this is a lot to take in. 8 symptoms, each one easy to dismiss, easy to chalk up to something else. But I want you to remember this. Pancreatic cancer doesn't care if you're busy, if you're tough, or if you think you're too old to worry. It strikes without warning, and it's ruthless. But it's not unbeatable. The key is vigilance. The key is listening to your body and acting when something feels off. Let's take a moment to think through what it means to pay attention to these warning signs. As men and women over 60, we've spent decades learning how to tough it out, push through pain, and keep going no matter what. Maybe it's the way we were raised. Maybe it's pride. But sometimes that toughness can be our undoing. The bravest thing you can do isn't ignoring pain. It's asking for help when you need it. It's recognizing that your body is trying to tell you something and responding with care, not denial. I think about my own family, about the friends I've lost too soon because they waited just a little too long to see the doctor. I think about the stories I've heard from viewers like you, people who wish they had known sooner, who wish someone had told them what to look for. That's why this conversation matters. That's why these 8 symptoms aren't just medical facts, they're lifelines. If you're feeling abdominal pain that won't go away, unexplained weight loss, jaundice, loss of appetite, new diabetes, digestive changes, fatigue, or depression, don't wait. Don't tell yourself it's nothing. Don't put it off until next month, or after the holidays, or when life slows down. Make the call. Talk to your doctor. Get the tests you need. Because early detection is the best weapon we have against pancreatic cancer. It's true that pancreatic cancer is a tough adversary. It's true that the statistics can be frightening. But it's also true that people are surviving longer than ever before, thanks to advances in medicine, earlier diagnosis, and better treatment options. Every year, more lives are saved because someone recognized the warning signs and took action. You can be one of those people. You can be the one who refuses to let this silent killer win. Before we wrap up, let's recap the 8 early symptoms you must not ignore: persistent abdominal pain or discomfort, unexplained weight loss, jaundice, loss of appetite or feeling full quickly, new-onset diabetes or blood sugar changes, digestive problems, fatigue, and depression or mood changes. Each one is a warning, a chance to catch this disease before it's too late. If you're experiencing any of these symptoms, or if you know someone who is, don't keep quiet. Don't wait for things to get worse. Reach out for help. Your life is worth fighting for. Remember, you're not alone. Millions of people are dealing with health challenges every day, and there's no shame in admitting when something feels wrong. The strongest thing you can do is listen to your body, trust your instincts, and take action. I want to encourage you to stay vigilant, to keep learning, and to never underestimate the power of early detection. The more you know, the better equipped you are to protect yourself and your loved ones. Pancreatic cancer may be silent, but together we can raise our voices, share our stories, and save lives. If this video helps you, don't keep it to yourself. Subscribe now, leave a comment about your experience, and share this with a friend who might need it. Your story could be the spark that helps someone else take action, get diagnosed early, and live longer. We're building a community here, one that supports, educates, and empowers each other to face life's toughest challenges. Thank you for spending this time with me. Thank you for caring about your health and the health of those you love. Remember, knowledge is power and action saves lives. Stay strong, stay informed, and never hesitate to reach out for help. Until next time, take care of yourself. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, and share this video. You never know whose life you might change today.